Hi, I'm Matt Harrison, President of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. I'm so glad so many of you have been contacting me and telling me that you've enjoyed these videos and that many of you are actually using them in your congregations. We've got another great month of events and things to share with you. You all know we've had all these major disasters going on around the world and major crises. And what do? We respond, and the Lord blesses us with an amazing response, and we'll share those responses with you. And how about some great ideas for some classic Christmas literature to share with your family? You'll find that in KFUO Radio's Faith and Family program. In this month's wonderful issue of the Lutheran Witness, Reverend William Whedon answers the question, whatever are Lutherans to make of Mary? And it's a fine, fine piece on Mary, Mother of God, our Lord Jesus Christ. And there's more great stuff coming your way in our Engage magazine with the moving story of how a Liberian refugee made his way from the streets to one of our seminaries. It's amazing. In the Reporter, there's an update on enrollment in our Concordia University system. In the Journal of Lutheran Mission, you'll find a headline that will pique your interest, Luther Without Fake News. Check it out. And we've got a bunch of other resources for you. This month you have the winter issue of the LCMS Parish Nurse Newsletter. There's a new Financial Peace University Bible study for you. And once again, I'd like to call your attention to the fantastic new edition of Luther's Small Catechism. You know, the process to rewrite the catechism explanation was quite extraordinary. There was a team that worked on it. Everything had to be approved by the Commission on Theology and Church Relations and the President's Office. There's a bunch more Bible, 30% more Bible. It's available for about $15 right now, and that's the same price as the old catechism. You'll want to mark your calendar for some exciting upcoming events, including the 2018 March for Life. And I'd really encourage you, if you can actually travel to DC for the March for Life, it's a fantastic and encouraging event. When we're out there, we Lutherans are known for singing hymns. We're great singers, and it's a joyous event. You see other Christians from other denominations, and you rub shoulders with them and talk to them, and a wide variety of individuals and people. Also see LCMS people here and there who've come from everywhere. It's a magnificent event. And then stopping right in front of the Supreme Court and praying for better days ahead for the issues of life. It's a great, great event. In preparation for the march, check out our online store for Eyes of Life signage and attire. And you'll see us with light green lime hats on and these big signs with eyes on them, eyes of people, the elderly, the disabled, and others who are vulnerable in our culture of death. A couple more events to take note of are the opening of the registration for the First Lutheran School Administrators Conference and an exciting webinar on pastors as leaders in their community. There's always much, much more. Thank you so much for who you are. Just a little bit from Martin Luther as we move through Advent. In 1532, he preached a sermon on the second Sunday in Advent. All indications today, therefore, are that Judgment Day is not far off, for the world has certainly made a good start in that direction, beckoning it more and more. The mad chase after material things is beyond calculating. Among the common masses, the smug self-security is so strong that they laugh contemptuously at preachers. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? And then talking about Jesus, saying, when you see the signs of the end times, look up with anticipation. We ought to write these words upon our hearts with gold letters. Lift up your heads, don't be afraid. For they are immeasurably comforting to all who believe in everlasting life. When, says Christ, you see that the world is vile and coming apart at the seams, don't become frightened. You are my disciples and Christians. But let them fear who are directly affected by it all, and secure vulgar burghers and peasants who do not care a rap about what is going on. Even if a given day were to have 3 periods of darkness, they would still be lying in the beer houses and drinking themselves full. For this reason, Christ says, when you see heaven and earth cracking apart, people more and more evil, everything going about out of joint, then be happy, be elated. About whom? About yourself? No, about me, says Jesus, for I am coming. Blessed Advent to all of you, and a very, very Merry Christmas. God bless and keep you. Thank you.